Welcome back to Timberborn and our lakes playthrough. So, we're getting there with our. It seems to be the norm of my housing complex. How I design it, and we'll obviously have other things which we can have here or here. Maybe some dance halls and things like that, which will really help. Apparently, the dance hall does pretty well on what we need. So let's get into it, shall we? And I think we just need to build everything and get things going. Now, I'm still unsure about this mud pit and because I've not built one before. I'm doing that around so I can have another set of housing here. I haven't got really that built yet. I've got the some of the other stuff built, but I won't get the housing tops until I start to get the here. I've got 130, and I've got 10 new. So I don't think I've got any more housing around here anymore. No, I stand corrected. Let's have a look at... No. 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 Yes, so that's terrible down me. But what I also want to do in this play is get some... Oh, I can take this out. That's good. If it lets me. Thank you very much. That's gone. Like I said, I want some dance halls, but the problem being is that's now right in the way. So I think what we'll do is we'll move this to somewhere else. Maybe I can't move it here, but I can't move it there. So let's have it where that line is, and then that way I know and get that built. And hopefully I'll be able to connect to there. I'll certainly be able to connect to there. But whether that's too long, I'll just put another. It's going to get redesigned in short time. But I want to have the dance halls down here. I'm going to get a couple. We're also going to need... I've got 16,000, so that's not too bad. If we take the dance hall as 1,000, but we're going to need 50 in... And I have absolutely no... I've got no resin whatsoever. Oh, I stand corrected. I have tons of resin. I do not need to worry about resin. But what I need to do is make sure these are turned on. Because I've got absolute... I'm not even making any whatsoever. Don't know what these are for. I've got 600 planks. I will have them as treated just for now, unless I can find some somewhere else. That's amazing. We've got 1,000 in flour and 1,000 in. So I've got 1,000 for these that they've made, and 1,000 of the wheat that they haven't converted yet. What's this? This is gears. I need a new person gears, really, but not too about. Yeah, so that's the gears. Ah, right. So let's empty that out. We don't really want that there. We are in progress of a bad water. So that's another thing. I've taken this down to be able to make the full speed. Which it was a good idea at the time, but now it's not. I'm just trying... This Lakes player tends to be the thing that I try all sorts of different things. I've started, so I'll finish. This... I've got... No flipping dirt. Well, that's a bit of an issue. No dirt is in. So all the dirt is gone. So we need to get that sorted. No wonder I'm not built. No wonder I've got nothing to be able to do them. That's why this isn't doing it anyway, because there's no dirt available. Now I haven't selected these, I don't think, as food. We've got. Let's have grilled there, grilled there, bread there, and bread there. So that'll give me an absolute ton. Right, if I can find, because that's where their food storage is. If I can find all of them, I can start to get them to be moved. I'm not going to bother with that. That's the resin. No. Paper. No. Probably have to go here, which would be a better place. Wait. Berries, gears, plants, paper. Grilled potatoes. Right, here we go. Where is that then? Oh, that's okay. That's fine-ish there. I think actually it's yeah, it's all here. So the only ones that are actually filled out are these here, which I've just kept for an extra storage around. This isn't used anymore, and because this isn't used anymore, I could get rid of that. I could also get rid of that and some of this. I think these are for logs. I don't think I need any more resin. I'm not really using this for anything. I've got that spaddock. I could clean up this path really. Because if I clean up this path here, how far can I get? Yeah, why not I just... I'm also going to need a place to... See, that's for the grill spaddock. Why don't I also build another one here? Bakery, grill. There we go. Rotate, please. Thank you very much. I could go there, or could I just... I know what I'll do. If I just do this, and I don't really need to... If I do that as a spaddock, and I get that going. Let's plant some croppers. How far did this... It's a pity you can't just select it and know where it allows you to... But then it deselects it. That's the really annoying thing. So now you can't. You just have to sort of guess where you think you can put all this stuff. Did I put that up to high? Is that actually high? I think that's. Anyway. That's fine. Let's do that. So now he's gonna, they're gonna start planting this crop. That's good. And obviously we're gonna get this. We're gonna get the spot. So again, that allows me to have some water coming in. I'm waiting for this to actually fill up. How is this channel starting to do it? It's not filling up here yet. That's probably to do with the bad water situation. Until the bad water's actually cleaned, it won't come through at the top. This is obviously now overflowing quite nicely, and we're getting this coming in here. So that's that'll help this. It won't start this running yet, but We'll get there. I don't need these, so that'll give me a couple of beavers back. I could have got that one, but I didn't do that. It'd be nicer to send that this way now, instead of all the way around here, just to send that to there. I'm trying to get this ready to work out where I want to sort of block this out. I've already blocked this. This is done. I will, make that a bit nicer. I'm still obviously waiting for some water to come back in. This is the trouble. It takes such a long time for this to clean. It's a real pain. I mean, there could be a way of doing something else with that and not allowing that in, but you know what they say, it is what it is, and we just have to deal with it. Right, let me delete that then. Let's now add another. I don't know whether it'll reach. Oh, it will reach. That was about 28. That's a bit close, but it works. Then let's add another one to here. So that's fine. Bob is your uncle. Fanny might be around, but who knows? Did I put that in line or did... Yes, I did put it in. That'd have been quite embarrassing saying, oh, that's supposed to be in line and now it's not. I'm just going to push this back as far... I'm going to push these back as far as I can. Now, how are we doing with this... Stop doing that. It's quite annoying. We haven't got a lot of power yet because we're still waiting for this to come through. Until this gets through, which now it's starting, the power doesn't come. It takes an enormous amount of time to get this going. Like I said, I've now blocked that to go downwards. I mean, what probably would have been better, thinking about it, would have been a zip station there instead of one of these. Now, we've got the... I'm just thinking of the workforce. Well, the workforce will come through here anyway. And what they could do is zip line into here and then go there. Yeah, that might be a better one. I'm going to have that instead. Now, obviously, I need to potentially cause a walkway around there, just in case they want to walk from there. Let's build this. Let's then have the next one from there, which is obviously what we already had anyway, and have another one there. So that way, they can do their thing. I will do a walkway around just in case. Now I'm going to get the... Because what they can do is get in there and come down to the housing estate. We may have one at this side as well. I don't know. The idea was probably to fill some of this in and make sure that this is always... I could just do a rectangle on that and take all of this out, but I need to get, obviously, this going. What are we building? Absolutely nothing. We just finally got the water going after all this time. This is what I mean by it takes so long to get this through. We needed 2,000 and I'm only producing 1,000 at the moment. That probably means the strength is not at full pace yet. Although it's not doing too bad. Well, anyway, right. Once this starts kicking in, once it starts kicking in, we're perfectly fine. It's just getting it to kick itself in. I I've got a full load of extracts. I'm going to turn them off because that'll give me some power back as well. A metal is 177. I could turn these off. I'm trying to think what I can turn off to be able to generate a bit more power. Zip line is okay. We've got 2. Let's start at least setting it out. The dance hall can be here. I'm going to have the 2. Now, I did have an awesome idea of having the... this was a... Well, it was an idea at the time. Now, this might work on here. On the water plate, I did have an idea. I think this is the one here, where I could have a fountain in here. Now, it would fit, but obviously I'd have to take all of this out. The reason why I'm considering it is this is a direct. If I can get this as a pond or something and hold this water back, because this is quite a deep, it will filter this second layer. So it might be an idea to do this, and I do want to get this going. I can only do that. I'm still not too sure about there's 7 there. That would be 3, and that would be the center. If we take 3, and then we take 3. This is the center one. Let's have a dam there, and let's have 2 on one side and 2 at the other, and then put... I think that would be okay. I'm not doing levies. I'd rather have a... The net can walk over to get all this done. I'm then going to obviously make sure this is all done. That then is a level. It's unfortunately it's. Is that going to be? Is that going to be? No, you see, that's going to be the wrong level. It needs to be one level higher than that. Let's delete this. I'm just gonna, for my sanity, I'm just putting this here. This is to tell me that this is the center, because I'll completely, well, where was the center? And then I'll get confused. I do get confused. Obviously, this will increase quite exponentially in height. Now, it's only at that level. This obviously is this level here, this one round this. That's quite high. I can also obviously increase it even more by blasting down. So let's carry on with that. We might try for a fountain of thing in there. The reason why I say that is I could blast a tunnel right the way down here and it would fill it. I think it would fill it anyway. That's my plan. Which is obviously do a lot better than... The only trouble is you can't walk around then. But maybe in the future, I work out that strategy. I put a fountain, then I put the campfires in a more of a rectangle, and then I go like that. I don't know. We'll see. I still want these going, but I've just got not work out how to get the wood pick going yet. We've got 11. I need 100 logs. Yeah. I need 20. Let's just get this. Let's just get this going on one of them anyway. It's going to take a while for the treated planks, but it's best to get this going than it is to not get it going. I've got absolute tons of water. I haven't got any problem. The water is here. In fact, actually, the water is in here as well. So this is This is basically the water tower of our water, but the only problem with that is there's no actual water here. That needs to be by a hauler. That needs to be by a hauler. I do this so they can obviously drink. And I'll get that by a hauler. I could put something up here. Now I did try stupidly. I tried the, I thought I was really clever. I must admit. I thought, hey, I'm really clever here. I decided no, I wasn't clever because I made a uppity mistake. What I was doing, I can't do it here in the, I need the well-being, I need the carousel, that's it. I thought, yeah, I'll have some carousel things. This will be awesome. But forgetting, these damn things need power to actually run. Now, if I want to put these here, there's a couple of options. I could have them at this side, which then I could run some power underneath maybe, and then, you know, have them there. Yeah, that's an option. If I do it at this side, the only option is then to have some Wheel of Fortunes, like these, in, as you can see here. I'd have to, what I'd have to do is work a way to dam up this here to be able to, well, two ways. I either dam it up here and increase the height of it to force the water to be faster, which I don't really like because it's a real pain. We could fill this in and get rid of this. Now, obviously, this is going to cut into the, potentially cut in. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to work out something to get it underground and then fill it over and then obviously pop up. I want to pop up something, you know? And then get them. I can do them on the ground. Fine. I just don't want to see the power. That's the thing. I wish you could have. I mean, these don't need power. I wish you could have like electric cables or something like that. They didn't have to have some newfangled thing like this, you know. Let's say on one of these you put like they design some sort of electric cable system that connects into, you know, one of these, and then runs it, and then you would have a little electric, you know, into the carousel. It's just so much easier, you know, than having something like that. But I think that might be a thing. But I'm definitely going to consider this because I think it's a quite nice idea. But then I'll have to, what I might do, because I've got these paused, is take these out then and put the campfires at the end instead of it in the center. So it's not really, you know, we're not losing. I mean, we're losing this, but you know, we should be gaining more. But how are we doing? This is starting to get a bit higher. I've got the start of it, but obviously it's going to need, as long as it's good, yeah, as long as it's all at the same height, it should be fine. Now, the only problem here is obviously this water will increase. I might not even need this dam system. This might back up. So I'm going to have to be careful of how this is going to have to happen. But it will obviously, I will release the water as and when I need to. How are we doing? I've got only 18, so we haven't got the dance hall going yet. I still want to, really, I need to sort of have this water going so much faster. But if I decrease this, and if I just decrease this to 50, let's say, that'll increase the flow. But you see what it does? It increases the flow, but unfortunately, it starts to surge. And I cannot get it to do what I want to do. It'll go in a minute. It'll start to go back in a minute. Half a day. Yeah. I don't need to worry about that. Right. This always gets me to play unsupporting ball. Obviously, that's our water. There's tons of everything going on in this game, which is good. I've got tons of vacancies, but not enough workers to fit them. Now, I've got 17 now. So that puts the well-being up high. Now, we've got this one done. Why not consider... why not consider getting these and getting more beavers in, I think. I've got 10,000 in food. So I think that's okay. I think they can get to this from there. That'll work. That'll work. Oh, as long as the fountain doesn't take out these as well, then I'm gonna be. I can't, because otherwise I can't build it. I've got plenty of planks. That's not the problem. That will give me, obviously, a set of new beavers. And I've got to be careful, because I've got no beds whatsoever. So, that needs to be built. Then, obviously, this will then get built. It says it's too far from the district, because you can't build it. That should give me 18 places, and that will reduce this by a little bit. I have got 8 incapacitated, though. How many have I got in here? I haven't got any in here. I'll put 1 in there. Because I need to be doing food again, don't I? I got tons of bread. Bread is like unbelievable. In fact, I got so much room for bread, I actually haven't got any more room. Just haven't got any more room. I know I can put another level on here as well. And then maybe put something new on there that they don't need a... ooh, that's a bit big. Sorry. I just couldn't stop laughing. Can you imagine? You go into your house and you're like, what the... Is that in the way? It's a big, massive fountain in your house. Oh, you'd be ranting funny. You can imagine that in real life. There maybe 1 minute, you put your feet up and having a ding dong with your wife, you know, having a chin wag and all that. And then the next minute, you turn around and some ass puts a bloody great big massive mountain in the way. What the? What's that? Hey, look at this. This is stupid. So, they're all gone in there. Why have they gone in there? That means I've got no vacancies. How does that happen? Did I have a problem where there was no shelter? That's why. I didn't prep up the shelter, did I? That's why. It's a wonder they're not getting peas. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm too busy laughing at myself. Right, so that would be able to be used as well. That's why I got rid of in the last one. That's the trouble, you see, when you go from one place to the next, you sometimes forget that you've done something in the last one. That'll get more. That's why they did 0, you see. I'm going to do this as well. I'm going to do all of them. I'm going to say stop it. We'll do all of them. Just let them... Because my idea was to have more anyway, wasn't it? So, what are you there for? I can't get in there, mate. It's not allowing me to be in there. Come on. I want to do some de-hubba with my wife. With my beaver wife. I've got 38. We are getting there. It's still doing. It's not successful to that fast though. My water's terrible. It used to be better than this. It is flowing quite fast though. I mean, that might... I tell you what it might be. It's because I've blown down a second tier, haven't I? Possibly. That way, it's maybe not as fast as it used to be. But that is the same height now. Yeah, see, we've got Spaddock in there. I think they quite like that. But I need more storage for that as well, which I haven't really got any. I mean, this is only running at 60%. Gears, I've got 120 summit, so I'm not doing too bad at that. I've still got a ton of logs, a ton of planks. How are we doing with our... It'll start to go up. It'll flow over this top eventually. When we get this, and then obviously I'll start the last tier. Once I've got the last tier, which I wouldn't have thought would be in this player, the next player we'll check out this and put the fan. Well, I still like. I think that's one. We won't put it here. Look at look at that. One on each corner. The trouble is it wouldn't work because you need water to it, but that'd be so flipping funny. Yeah, so we'd have to take out all of this. Yeah, and then I'll have to have a rectangle around it. And then obviously what I'll do is I'll move these into here. So I don't lose the camp things, I just have them a different way. Oh, that's just really funny. I don't know why it's so funny, but it was just so funny. But, you know what I say, little things please little minds. I've not filled all this in. I filled some of it, you can tell, but I'm concentrating on this. I could actually speed this up a little bit faster than I am. Sorry about that. Obviously, I've still got this here. Then I know where the you know, it is increasing. We can tell it's increasing by the flow of this. And this is obviously going to go pretty well when I start to do this. I think the fountain has to be underneath somewhere, but I don't know where it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to work, because I've never done it before. I've never used it. So this is what it is about these balloons. It's getting used to the different models and how they actually work compared to other things. Now, I've got quite a lot. Once I get to 400, I can turn all these off because I don't need them, and that'll give me some power back for our things. Zip lines are definitely getting used quite well because it's better. I mean, look, they're not walking. I mean, it's like they're going to be doing this. They can send it back to bad water right down here. This is amazing. Although I don't particularly need all of that, because I'm not needing it. Now I've got dirt, but I've not got a lot of dirt, because dirt is it'll get filled out though. Right, what do we want to achieve now? Now we've got oh, this is a bit different, isn't it? Because I can't get to this. So I'll have to put this on here and then put another one, because they'll be where's that one now? There. And then they can use this roof as well. That roof is already Yeah, see, they're already could use this now. It is covering each individual house. I'm on 17. Wet's not too great. Carrots are fine. Sunflower seeds I'm not making great. I need to sort them out. I'm making quite a lot of spaddock though. Crackers and maple. So maple pastries need maple syrup. And things like that. So that's going to need a bit of an idea. And I've obviously got this. The water towers is it's watering something. It could be taken down to the next level now. We could take this down to this flat level here, I think. I'm almost there with the explosives. So once the explosives hit this 400 milestone, then we don't need to worry. I think that's the gears. Yeah, that's the gears. That can go. That could probably go. That could probably go. Although saying that though, this does not have any form of... I'd like to take the power from possibly there, actually. If I'm going to build this carousel, maybe here. The trouble is the carousel needs... It needs second level. It's not on the first level. Oh, there we go. We've got the first dance hall. They'll love this. This is awesome. They'll be going into user. There we go. Once they find that, they'll love it. This will rank up my point system. I'm going to do 2. So obviously I'm still going to have to make more. That dance hall, because it's social, is giving me 0.7 already. They haven't even gone in there yet. The contemplation post would be quite nice. Now, we could make this rather quite nice. A bit nicer than it is, for an example. So let's do this here. Let me take out these. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a mixed bag with this. That's a wooden fence. That's a hedge. Where is the there's a shrub there. I could use that as a corner. I could use that as a corner. Or I could use this as a corner. That might be quite nice. And maybe have one here. Then let's say I have a hedge. A hedge there and a hedge there. Let's have another hedge. Or do I have a picket fence? No, because that's... I wish these would be right nice and go together, you know? Yeah, I can't do that because of things. So I'm just going to do it like that. See, the likeness sort of thing. See what I mean? Where it starts to... We start to get... I don't know where the... I don't think the shrubs and the things... Oh, there we go. No shrubs have been. No scarecrow. But the dance hall is there. The contemplation force is, you know... It looks quite nice. Obviously, I can't put one around the back because of the way I've designed that, but it is what it is. It's just another. It's just another. I need a corner. I need a corner, and I don't have something that go in the. Do I have something that go in the corner? Well, I could put a lantern in the corner. That would be cool. Aesthetically pleasing. is what I want. Oh yeah, baby. We've hit an all-time high. That'll then get. I don't have to worry about that. It's just about giving them a bit of niceness. Right. How are we doing? How have we done in our... It's definitely getting time to think about this then. It's filling up. Obviously, it's going to go over, but that's what we want. Yeah, you see, now it's going over, but that's one level down from what it needs to be. Now, I'm just not too sure how this will affect this here. Will it slow it down? I have no idea, but that is a lot of water. Or it will be a lot of water. So, right, let's go back and put our dams. So we did 2 here and 2 there. Then let's go back and... we've got only 6 of this, so we can't really do much more. Then do that. Let's put this as a doomy. That'll make that full, as long as I have enough. Now, is that enough, though? Is that going to be enough? That's a lot of water, though, isn't it? That's definitely a lot of water. I'm going to change that idea to have 5, then have less. I don't want it to flood, obviously, that's the thing. No, it's not obviously going to get over this height. Up to now. How many of these I've got? 420. I've got actually 4. Let's... probably don't need to do this, but... What the hell? I might as well get them in. Right, so that's something that we can definitely sort out. Once this is high, I'm going to be happy about doing that thingy stuff. That's really weird, isn't it? Why is that one not being filled in? Anyway, doesn't matter. Right. This is a problem, isn't it? I didn't think that was going to be a problem. I did say that this could be an issue, and that is an issue. Oh! The hell's fire? Yeah, I've got a definite issue. Once this is full, it's definitely, it's definitely coming now, that's for certain. Cool! I've got 24 gold, but I'm just going to kill everything. Get on. Oh no, now we've got it back down again. That's good. They'll have to redo all that again, but not to worry. That's not a problem. I've got tons of... The thing is let's say I'm going to do that down to 65. which is where it would be. It would be so bad if this was ripping the same height as that. Well, it's not. The problem is this height here. This height here is where that should be. But it's not. So you have to be really careful. As you can see, we're topping right on the end of the water situation. And it hasn't even got in here yet. Now, I suppose I could turn it off and not have the water in there. That's not a problem because it's got so much water going through. The only other problem is this isn't actually moving, and I don't know why. It would be... that's why. It's still got to go up another level yet. Drought in progress. That would be the reason why it's not doing... Eh? Never mind. Stop the press. We've solved the problem. Excuse me. We are moving, but incredibly slowly. That means I can't get these done. It does mean, though, that if I'm careful enough, shall we just... what do we need for this thing, anyway? This douches thing. 100 tree bags, 300 metal, 400. Yeah, let's delete everything. Let's delete that. Let's delete that. Can we get it started in this playthrough? I think we can get it started, but we won't be able to get it finished, I don't think. Let's do the well-being. Let's get the campfires in here. Because I'm going to rip them out of that side. So at least I've got the campfires. Let's now demolish all of this. Like so. Let's get them to pick all of that up. Like so. Decoration. It's one of the big ones. This Fountain of Joy, or whatever I call it, is one of the big ones. Look at that. That's cost me an absolute fortune. But here, if I do... I have no idea whether this is going to work. Tunnel down here. Oh, does it have to be underneath that? Because that would be the line. Put that one down. I don't know whether that has to come up. I don't know how this actually works. No, so that cannot. That must be further down. Or does it have to be watered around? Let's just try that. Do I have to water around this rectangle to get the water in there? Because that's fine. What I can do... don't build this. Don't build it. 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 If that's the case, this must be the walk around, like this. Let's just do ba-da-ba-da. No. So, does this... Let's say I was to go down 2 and force this to be built. Like, right, come on. You... would have to be 1. I don't know whether it has to sit in the... That's the thing, you see. I don't know whether it has to sit in the... I have no idea. I want it like that. But I don't know whether it's going to work. I don't know. Yeah. I don't have to worry about water because I've got tons of it. I'm just trying to work out this. That's a pain in the ass because I thought this would have been done. But apparently not, so I'll have to build a ladder. And we'll work this out. I don't know whether it has to sit in water. Or it just has to have a water channel to it, like this. I have no idea. That means I'll probably have to build the dirt back up, but I've not done it. Like I said, I've not done it before, so I don't really know. We can certainly get to that one. Right, so that would be the... That would be the channel. Well, this is going to be interesting because that might actually put the water right the way through. So let's do a bit of a pause here. Let's pause that one. That's the other one I want to pause. Right. If I delete this again... Pick that up. Let's get me, well, let me water thingy punchy. See, it still fits in there. But that's not how I really wanted it, is it? I want this to come through here. Here. That needs to have the water. No, that's the wrong one. And that needs to be like that. I think. I may be wrong. Yeah, see, I'd have... How does that go in there? How do you get water to it? Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if it comes through the ground. Because I've got that. If I do this, that would come through the ground, wouldn't it? It's probably going to be a right nightmare to build. And I'll let them. I'll let the beavers do their funky stuff. Because that's coming through the ground. Which one have I paused? That one. I haven't paused any of these. Oh, they won't do any more because let's. Right then. It's pretty low, but it's not going to be low once they've done this. We got a drought. That's why that water's been reduced. Oh, I haven't got any more dirt. That's the problem. Ah! Bloody hell, I got rid of all that. I think I was right, though, but maybe I was just, like, questioning my own sanity there. Let's... then put this back. That'll look friggin' awesome. We've still got them there. Although there'll probably be a bit of a nightmare, but still. I don't, because that, I just, if it's high enough, it may push the water in. I don't know how it's supposed to be done. I just don't know. But look at the size of that. The effect that fountain has. And it's higher than the houses. You know, it wouldn't be too bad with a complex like that, would you? I mean, let's face it. You've got a nice view. I mean, I could put some. I mean, we've got grilled there. I still got like full. Well, it was full, but why can't they just go get that then? Right, let's see if this. It's going to cause a problem. Sorry about that. And a massive knock on the door. And I knew what it was, but there was no information to say that it was coming today. So I had to rush downstairs. I just so happened to pull my ear. Normally I don't pull my earphones. I wouldn't hear anything. So I got a fan going to me right. And anyway. Yeah. I've rushed like mad downstairs. There's Dockerby at the Steam Deck. They actually sent me a second-hand one when I bought a brand new one. When it should have been brand new, and it wasn't brand new. But anyway, that's by the by. I don't know whether this is going to work, or whether this is going to cause an absolute problem or not. The only way to stop this would be to go right the way up to 1.5, I think. The trouble is, again, is I can't get the power to go. Yeah, this wasn't the best idea yet, Pig. This this obviously can be a bit of a pain. We're almost there with the treated planks, which will give me the second dance hall. I mean, I'm at 20, but I still want to be a lot higher. Obviously, I've lost one of the things. I don't know whether this is going to work yet. We are running at 100%. I mean, they are running. I'm going to turn off at least 2 of them. That now is going to get these at 100% or close to it. I mean, have I just caused myself an absolute load of pain by... Well, I did that by taking all that down. Because I've not built it before. I don't know how it actually... Sometimes I wish they'd give you an idea of how something's supposed to be going in and just let you guess. Now, we are obviously getting higher here, which is exactly what I want to do. But the problem starts when this starts to overflow, because it will come in. I think I might have caused an absolute... I don't think this is going to work. I think I'm going to... What I've done here isn't going to work. I think I'm going to cause an absolute problem here. We can see, look at it starting. It's just going to start to get higher and higher. And I can't do nothing about it. The problem is when I get after... Oh, God, this is a nightmare. See what I mean? You see what I mean? I just... This isn't going to work. It's going to cause a problem. It needs to be to the same level as this, not to the same level as that. Oh, God. Here we go again. It needs to be... The problem is I can't raise it any higher than this one. This one here. This one, if you like. Which means this can only be where at this... well, at this... This level here. I can't go any higher than where that is. If I go higher than that, it's well, it's not going to work. Damn. Is that going to bugger my fountain up? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the end of the episode. Oh, it's all going Pete Tom. I've now got this stable enough to stop the water coming through, but obviously eventually I'm going to lose the water. So I'm going to need to solve this in the next episode. Obviously I'm blasting this through, so that's going to solve that problem. Like I'm doing now. I can then get rid of this. I shouldn't have got rid of that. Then I need to do the... I'll just do it. Apologies for everything there. And then I'll put the dam. I can obviously put the stuff over the top. That's not a problem. Like so. In fact, I'll delete that. And then we'll do that. And then we'll get all of this in... Can you do that? No, because yes, I can. I'll have to do this one. And then start moving, walking down. But, oh, God. I hope you enjoyed that. And what's the travesty that where the hell are you not going? Oh, they walked miles away from there. That's amazing. And yeah, the absolute. I was worried, and I was to begin to write to be worried. I was trying to get this to obviously work. I will see if I get that to work. If there's enough water in here to fill it up. I don't think there's going to be enough water to fill this up because I need to have this to this top level, and I can't get this to that level. Well, I might be able to get it to the first level, just this top, if it's going to, put the fountain in there. If not, then I'm going to have some sort of fluid dumper somewhere to be able to do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. This is absolutely travesty, but that's just the way we roll on this channel. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.